What if I told you the moon isn't just a cold, lifeless rock in space, but the key to humanity's survival in the cosmos? After more than 50 years, NASA is preparing to send astronauts back to the lunar surface in 2025. But why? Haven't we already been there? The real answer is much bigger than planting a flag. It's about science, resources, competition, and the future of life beyond Earth. Welcome to Galaxy Frontier, the place where space exploration meets storytelling. Today, we'll uncover the real reasons NASA is going back to the moon with the Artemis Program, a mission that could define the next century of space exploration. Stick with me until the end, because I'll share how this journey to the moon is directly connected to the ultimate prize, landing humans on Mars. Let's rewind for a moment. The last human footprints on the moon were made in 1972 during Apollo 17. That was more than 5 decades ago. Back then, the Apollo missions were all about the space race. The US proving it could beat the Soviet Union. Once that was achieved, funding and political will quickly faded. NASA turned its focus to the Space Shuttle program, building satellites, the International Space Station, and robotic missions to the outer planets. But here's the thing. While we stayed in low Earth orbit, other countries began setting their sights on the moon. China, Russia, India, and even private companies are now aiming for lunar exploration. The US realized it was time to lead again, or risk falling behind. Enter the Artemis Program. Named after Apollo's twin sister in Greek mythology, Artemis represents a new era of space exploration, one built not on competition, but collaboration, science, and sustainability. Artemis is not just one mission, it's a series. Artemis IV, an uncrewed test flight around the moon, completed in 2022. Artemis II, a crewed mission to orbit the moon, expected soon. Artemis III, scheduled for 2025. This will land astronauts on the lunar surface, the first humans to walk there in over 50 years. And here's the key. Artemis isn't just about visiting the moon, it's about staying. So why go back to the moon at all? Haven't we already collected rocks and photos? Not even close. Science and clues to Earth's past, the moon is like a time capsule. With no atmosphere or weather, its surface preserves a record of the solar system's violent history. Studying it helps us understand Earth's origins, resources for survival. The lunar poles, scientists have discovered water ice trapped in craters. That water can be turned into drinking water, breathable oxygen, and even rocket fuel by splitting it into hydrogen and oxygen. Imagine a gas station in space. The moon could become a refueling depot for missions to Mars. Testing ground for Mars. The moon is only 3 days away, while Mars is months away. That makes the moon the perfect place to test habitats, radiation shielding, power systems, and medical technology before attempting a Mars colony. Strategic advantage space isn't just science, it's strategy. Whoever controls the moon controls the gateway to the rest of the solar system. The US wants to establish leadership before rivals like China build permanent lunar bases. To make this happen, NASA is building its most ambitious technology since Apollo S space launch system, the most powerful rocket NASA has ever built. Orion spacecraft, a deep space capsule designed to keep astronauts safe. Gateway Station, a small space station that will orbit the moon, serving as a staging hub for future missions. SpaceX Starship lander. NASA selected SpaceX's Starship to land astronauts on the moon. A reusable, massive vehicle, unlike anything Apollo had. This is not Apollo 2.0. This is the blueprint for permanent human presence beyond Earth. NASA has already announced that Artemis will carry a diverse crew. For the first time in history, a woman and a person of color will walk on the moon. This isn't just symbolic. It reflects a new era where space exploration belongs to all of humanity, not just a select few. Here's the big picture. Artemis is not the finish line. It's the training ground for Mars. Living and working on the Moon teaches us how to survive in deep space. It's the stepping stone toward the red planet. And maybe one day beyond. Imagine in 20 years, astronauts launching from a lunar base, refueling at a moon station, and heading for Mars. That's the future Artemis is building. Artemis III will likely land at the lunar South Pole, a region humans have never visited. NASA is working with international partners like ESA, Europe, and JAXA, Japan. Private companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin are building critical systems. So, why is NASA going back to the Moon in 2025? To unlock science, harness resources, prepare for Mars, and ensure humanity's survival among the stars. Now here's my question for you. Do you think we'll see a permanent moon base in our lifetime? Drop your answer in the comments, and if you love space stories explained in simple English, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a mission update. Until next time, this is Galaxy Frontier. Keep looking up.